All right. All right. Good. Okay, we're all good to go here. How's everybody? I think we're going to have to come up with some Gimli blood textures for the blade here, because I kind of forgot about that. Let me see here. There we go. Uncanny 277. That ought to do it. So where's the bit where Gambit stabs Wolverine through the chest? Towards the end, really? Yeah. Okay, so do we do that? Not quite. And then you just fill up some of this stuff. And then a few dots around. Not too much, though. Hey, Mello, how you doing, bud? Thanks, man. I think it's coming along okay. And hey, Brain, how you doing, man? I got nobody with me. If you talk about who I'm talking to, it's just myself. Where'd the pencil go? It fell down here somewhere. All right. Do we do this with Micron or with... I think we do it with Micron. I feel like I should put down some tape on the edge there for some reason. Just to get a little bit of like an outline, a white outline. There we go. Oh, is it messed up? Looks okay on my stream, but if it's messing up for you, it sucks. Just doing like that. This is directly after the decapitation page, as evidenced by the decapitated head, which may or may not be easy to see right now. I mean, once it's colored, it'll be a lot easier, I imagine. Wow, very thin line for the outline here. It was your end? Okay, good. That's good. At least it wasn't my end. You know. Yep. Let's do some with the Tombow. Don't need a lot. You can, like, get out of my face for a second. And maybe we'll just let this be like something that can be filled in color or something. This might not work out too well, but because I always have difficulty with the blood spatter stuff. I feel like this is the brand new pen. Oh no, maybe not. It's already fading a little bit, so that's okay. So I'm trying to do some Jim Lee blood splatter here. Or trying to come close anyway. Yeah, it's not quite going to come out quite right, but that's okay. Yeah, it just looks kind of gross now. That's okay. Ought to be a little gross. Just fill this in a little bit. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? Trying to make this a little bit more intricate. I feel like that helps a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the little outline that's in there. I don't even know how much that'll show up in the on the finished page, but yeah, didn't quite nail it there, but that's okay. Where's that? There we go. The white pen. Is this the one that does double? It is too. That's useless. I should probably just throw that out now. And this one is more gray than white, unfortunately. Yeah. Ah, well. feeling like I should connect this bit, but maybe not. Whatever. Hey, Monty, how's it going, man? Okay. We have to try and finish up this panel. It's going to be like all just third tech. Ugh. Hey, Raven, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing all right, man. Thanks very much. It's a busy day. That's kind of how an year goes, yeah. Yeah. I swear, it must be it must have been so frustrating for Lion. You know, they're repeating the same kind of cliches that Stan Bush is, but they're not getting quite the same kind of play he is. And yeah, by all means, Monty, you should be. That looks like blood splatter to you, Brain. That sounds great to me. I'll take that for sure. But yeah, by all means, just mess around with Shadow. If it doesn't work, try to do that particular method a little bit less next time, you know? But like, it's just a lot of the time, throw on black in weird patterns and see what happens. And where is the, where's my ruler? So I can put a fuller in here. There you are. Yeah. That's not quite right. So that's going there. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Oh, apparently it's coming with me. I appreciate it, man. I usually think I know what I'm doing when it comes to Shadow until I have to start drawing it. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. What happened? Where did that knowledge go? I had it a moment ago, I'm sure. It's like, I think it was over here. I don't know. Maybe this is it. I feel like this tape's just getting less sticky. Because that's coming out way too easily. Multiple times moving it around my board will do it. Oh, you and me both, man. I'm not any. I don't feel like I'm any good at double lighting. I'm just throwing it in anyway and hoping it works out. I feel like I got a pretty good one on that giant head. Is there double lighting here? Not really. No. But it's, like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, it feels like. Come on, don't go fucking wobbling on me here. Come on. Hey, Chloe, how's it going? Now, making stuff up on the spot, I think that is the secret. Particularly, guys, for guys like McFarlane, I feel like. He didn't strike me as a guy who particularly knew what he was drawing. It felt more like he was just kind of, winging it a lot of the time. It's just, it always seemed to work out when he did that. And hey, MEP, you were at the beginning, right? That was you at the... Oh, no, that was Mello. Okay, I'm confusing your names now. Shit. And we'll throw in some dots and dashes around this. That's okay, because I got a fever too. For more compliments. Sorry, bud. Sorry. Won't happen again. Won't happen. Blah, blah, blah. Fill up the blacks. There we go. I will concede that Liefeld used to be better than me at a lot of things. Oh fuck! Where'd the smaller brush go? Is that it? No, it certainly is not. Fuck! Can I drop it? Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got you. I would be willing to grant that, like early Youngblood Liefeld could probably still outdraw me a little bit, but that, in my opinion, is the very best version of Liefeld. Since then, I don't know. I don't know. He did also have better inkers, so that's something. Sure. And then we'll around the shit and fill some of that shit in. Yeah. We'll do that shit. Which, I mean, isn't saying too much these days, because I don't think Liefeld outdraws a whole lot of people these days. Just the lack of effort. Hey, Comic King, how you doing, buddy? I'll take that. I mean, as long as it doesn't look, the reflection thing doesn't look bad, that's good enough for me. Come on, will I rest later here? All right, King, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping in. You think Liefeld could still draw awesome if he wants to? Maybe. I mean, it's possible. I haven't seen it as the thing. Like, what's the last thing he tried on? X-Force Volume 2? I don't think he tried very hard on the 2012 when he was doing like Youngblood number 71 and all that shit, from what I've seen anyway. I don't think he tries very hard on anything in the 2020s. You know, I'll grant that I haven't seen a lot of the stuff that he's been putting out lately. You know, I haven't seen much of his Deadpool stuff. I haven't seen much of the Bloodstrike stuff. I've seen little bits and pieces here and there, but from what I've seen, most of it seems to be very lackluster and very low effort. Like, maybe he can, but I feel like he's been drawing lazy for so long that I don't know. It's like he's never gonna try again. Like, he still thinks this. Like, he thinks this is still trying now because his brain's adjusted. You know. You know, like I have some fun when looking over the New Mutants books, but at least he tried in those. He was trying a lot. As in page count and actual size? That's a good question. I never got a copy of Giant Size X-Men, so I don't, or Giant Size X-Men, Giant Size Youngblood. So I'm not sure if it's, like giant size pages, more pages, or just the title. 72 pages. I would guess it's just, the size of the book then, like the thickness of the book. Yeah, like 30 years since he tried. Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, X-Force Volume 2 was 2023. He was definitely taking shifts off on that, but overall, I'd say the effort on that was still pretty high. And that was 2003, I think. I don't know if I said. Careful there. Pretty sure this guy has like dual wielding dildos for him to grip onto, but. Eh. Oh, taking shifts off. Gotcha. Okay. That's not quite right. There we go. Dildo Campbell. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, Monty. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I appreciate everybody who feels like oh, I gotta check in at least and say hi. That's nice. It's thoughtful. I don't do that shit. I see people I don't stream and I'm like, fuck. If I was, I should stop in and say hi, and then something distracts me. And it's like, oh wait, 3 hours ago I was gonna stop in and say hi. They might still no, they're not streaming. Okay, never mind. None of the smart people stream longer than 2 hours. How long do you go for, Henry? Oh, shit, get back. Last one was 3. Usually 1 to 2. Yeah. I'm getting marginally smarter, but it's over a very long stretch. Because I recall starting out with like 5 hours and being absolutely exhausted at the end of it. That was in like 2024. Before finally going, you know what, maybe 4 is better. And these days it's more like 3.5 on Sundays. Which is still very long, but it still gives me enough time to do some editing at least or something before Monday. And I don't need like 6 hours of recovery time before I get to it. Speaking of stamp. Yeah, no, I agree that 2 hours is good for a Wednesday. Particularly since I don't know what it is where I gotta decide to stream on days before I gotta put a video out. Not that I'm also the one who decides that those are the days I gotta put a video out, but still. It does, like I could be working on tomorrow's video right now. It's just about done. It just needs like visual elements and shit, but still. No 3? Okay, good it is. Shit. Let's go vertical here. No. 2 hours is fine. Finishing up at 9 is okay. I'm gonna be up until 2 in the morning anyway. I did do all that. Like that was something smart to do. It has turned out with better results that I'm a little bit happier with. So I guess it was. No, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did cross 8,000 subscribers this week. Just yesterday, I think, actually. So we do have another milestone coming up. Well, another milestone video specifically. I'm just in the middle of still recording it. Hey, Biff, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, so 8,000 is pretty good. Where's the actual comic that I'm going to be doing? I put it down somewhere. Oh, fuck. Maybe it's lost now. That would be bad. I wonder where I put this. Oh, well. I'll find it again. Anyway, try not to put it in the ink. We're going to be doing Lobo. So, yeah, we're going to go through the entire miniseries. I'm currently halfway through recording issue 2. So, hopefully, I'll get that done tonight. And I think that gives me the Bisley trifecta for Lobo. I don't know that him and Giffen and Grant worked on another one after that. And it's kind of hard to find out because I guess I could ask Google, but like the AI there, but and it's interesting because I've looked through it before. I don't know if I've read it too close. I certainly haven't read it as closely as I usually do for one of these videos. And I don't think I realized that there's like next to no like serious violence in it. And it's, like the early version of Biz's Lobo, which is like halfway between the Kevin Maguire one and his later version. It doesn't have to be ready until Saturday. Oh shit, that's a smear. Oh well. And Monty took off and everything. Man, what's up with that guy? Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be ready until Saturday. I got tonight to record, tomorrow to edit, tomorrow night to record if necessary, and then Friday to edit again if necessary. That should be plenty of time. Hey, okay, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I've done Lobo's Back and the Paramilitary Christmas Special. The reason I did Lobo's Back last time instead of Lobo was because Lobo was a bit pricier, but they since released a facsimile for the first edition, so that's what I'm using. The first issue, rather. So the plan is to, put out the milestone thing on Saturday for Lobo. Then 2 weeks, put out a supercut of Lobo's Back as like a follow-up. I think that works out well. But, the last supercut did actually quite well, so I think that'll be more of like a semi-regular thing. Come out every couple of weeks maybe, or like every month or something. Yeah, I got 8K. Hasn't really slowed down yet. Like at this rate, these days I'm hitting like 1,000 new subscribers every month. It's been absolutely wild ever since June. Oh, did you meet him? Good shit. That's awesome. That's a guy, I would definitely love to meet. And then not know what to say, Yeah, no, it's pretty sweet. It's been a long time getting used to just like, okay, these are the rates that I usually get. These are the amount of views I usually get. This is how fast I usually get subscribers. And the rate was about 100 a month, maybe a bit more. And it's like, you know what? That's not bad at all. The fact that I can count on that, that's okay. So, you know, you can't, because that could change at any time. But since then, everything's kind of gone through the roof. So that's been kind of sick. So the hunt for 10K is well and truly on now. And no reason to think that it's not going to happen, I guess. And hey, Robo, how you doing, buddy? I hope so, Brain. It does mean I'm getting more and more people who are not happy with me. they gotta correct me when they do have to correct me. They do it aggressively. When they disagree, they call you a dumbass when they're doing it. Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I guess. It's funny how much of it just came down to I needed something to fill my spare time that wasn't video games. If you get 100K, yeah, I saw on and really cracks down. That's okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't think I have to worry about that for probably another 5 years at least. Probably more like 10, if at all. Not too many comic channels get up to 100K, I don't think. I would love to get there and get that the plaque thing. That'd be cool. $2.5 years, you think? Okay, all right. I don't know, the current rate, what are we talking? 12,000 new subscribers per year? That's still like close to a decade. Well, it tends to snowball a little bit, theoretically. Hopefully, that'd be pretty sweet. Keep making alt channels and telling subs do not subscribe. Okay. No, that would be like, yeah, Blood Force After Dark. Where we say objectionable things constantly. Exponential growth. I mean, that'd be nice. I don't know if it's gonna happen. It's weird how steady the growth is. Because like it shouldn't be, but it is like predictable and like trackable. It should just be a case of there are people and sometimes you get subscribers and sometimes you don't, but it feels like it's steady. Because it all kind of like it does kind of even out over a long enough sample size. Do I have the Heavy Metal 2000 movie special? I don't believe I do. Yeah, no, I didn't. No, I don't know if I've ever seen that. Nothing gonna stand in our way. Nope. Give me the O2. That's the Algo slowly opening the gates. Yeah. Well, it does seem to be willing to show my stuff to more people now. You get one video with over 100,000. It's like, oh, well, hold on. Maybe this will make us some money. I mean, if that's the case, I'm down. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can do it again. Oh, we're going to do the little buttons in here too. And hey, man, I said a long time ago. I've said repeatedly, and I keep forgetting that. When you're younger, you think selling out is the worst thing possible. When you get into your 40s, you're just like, good God, is there anybody I could possibly sell out to? I thought things would be different by now. I'm not sure how I thought that because I made no plans to make them different, but so. Does Heavy Metal 2000 have Michael Ironside? It should if it doesn't. That sounds about perfect. He's the bad guy? All right. Doesn't have to be, but he certainly got the voice for it. I don't know if he'll ever have a moment better than, going, they sucked his brains out. But a bad Tim Curry role? I feel like I could come up. Oh, Tim Curry die? Oh, that sucks. He was having a hard time these last few years, but shit, man. I didn't know that. Ah, well. It seemed like he was still, able to find some good shit going on, even though he like shit was really hard from these last few years. Hey, Rob, how you doing, man? Can I be one of the other ladies? Well, I mean, Tim Curry had like I don't know if it was a stroke or what, but he's been wheelchair bound for years now. He had to retire. So it was a stroke? Okay. Yeah, I thought it might be. Yeah, that's a drag. He was recovering, but he was never. Yeah, no. Dolly Parton too. Yeah, like same. Was it same day or day before? I think. It's, you know, it's not quite the same as the day we lost Bowie and Lemmy and Alan Rickman, but you know, still these kind of days they're never easy to. They're never exactly good shit. Are they the same age? Yeah. The MJ one was weird. I remember being at work and just being like, "What? Is that real?" It was on my lunch break. They usually go in groups of threes. I noticed it. I didn't want, you know, I didn't want to be the guy to say it, you know. So, in Tim's name, I suppose. Oh shoot, wrong one. Fuck's sake.
How'd you do, Ryan? See, you've met mine. Faithful, hand in hand. He's just a little brought down. When you not, he thought you were the candy man.
It's one crazy fucking voice that guy had.
Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite.
I don't think I ever thought I'd be drawing to this, but here we are. Bruce passed away? What? No. No. He's still going. He's not doing well, but he's still going.
I'm glad we caught you at home. Could we use your phone? We're both in a bit of a hurry.
Right.
We'll just say where we are, then go back to the car. We don't want to be any worry. Well, you got caught with a flat wheel. How about that?
I swear, Tim was like from the Brian Blessed School of Acting.
By the light of the night, it'll all seem all right. I'll get you a satanic mechanic.
Oh,
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
yeah, that's the thing. Well, I think we found out that Bruce was in a bad way like a year or so ago.
Why don't you stay for the night? Or maybe a bite. I could show you my favorite obsession. I've been making a man with blonde hair and a tan, and he's good for a little man. Attention, I'm just
Best school of acting, gain nutrition from the scenery, absolutely.
from transsexual Transylvania. Hey, I'm just a sweet transvestite. Transsexual Transylvania. So, come up to the lab.
Come up to the lab.
See what's on the slab. I see you shiver with So I'll remove the cause. But not the symptom.
No. I'm not, I'm not the biggest fan of Rocky Horror or anything, but Tim Curry and Rocky Horror, yeah, okay. What are you gonna do? You gonna say that wasn't good? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I was thinking of that one. I couldn't remember what it was called. And then I was like, that's Tim, right? Oh, and then I started thinking of the Boogeyman song out of Nightmare Before Christmas. By Power Glove. Nope, not quite. Uh-oh. Tim Curry. Oh, there we go. And yeah, no, I'm kind of there with you, Rob. Like it's not my thing. I think it has its place. And I'm not going to say it's not important. Just, I saw it one time. It's like, okay, that's good. Every once in a while, I'd rewatch Tim Curry's song because it's fucking bonkers. I love how ham he goes on these. Should we put on Jolene after this? Again, I'm not a big Dolly Parton fan or anything, but Jolene's a pretty damn good song. Yeah, these lyrics are kind of crazy too. Jeez, I haven't heard this in for friggin' ever, too. That is a good one. Shit. Yeah, no, that's a song I haven't heard in probably decades. Probably not since my kids were watching it. Anybody has any further requests? I'm open here. Do you have to rewatch Clue? Was he in Clue? Clue's one of those ones where I wasn't sure if they actually made that movie. Every once in a while, it's like, did they make a Clue movie? Yep, seems like it. There's Tim. Have any of you first worlders been to a screen? That was when I saw Rocky Horror. Was was a date. We went to the theater to watch that, and we went with, actually, it was, I guess, a double with her sister and her boyfriend at the time, and the boyfriend at the time knew the things you were supposed to say, so that was actually helpful. Because I didn't. Yeah, I'll check out Clue sometime, for sure then. Where can you stream Clue? There's a good question. If you can. On Fubo? Oh, it looks like it's on Amazon. Okay, I got Amazon. That's cool. And no, it was a good time. See, that's the thing. That's why I think Rocky Horror definitely had like its place. Like it had a reason for being, for sure. Because I had that theater experience. Get it in there for that participation. Yeah, let's come up with some crazy wires and shit under here. Why not? This is gonna be this entire fucking stream is just doing like all sorts of Clerg tech. Let's put some brakes here. I guess those are all acceleration pedals. That sounds about right, actually. Popo's not gonna need brakes anyway. Let's try that a little smoother. I was thinking we were going to get some good headway in on the bottom panel today, but I don't. Now I got my doubts. People were calling Susan Sarandon a whore and thought they were going to be kicked out. Then I learned that you're supposed to do that. You don't do that. They're like, hey, what's wrong with you? Are you feeling okay? Do you know the deal here? Do you know your lines? She wasn't fan. She wasn't a fan of that. Well, shit. I guess she's just not a fan of fun then, huh? All right, I think I'm going to grab a quick smoke so we can finish this up in around 9. In sight, kind of. What am I not? No, that's the stuff I'm drawing. There we go. All right, I will be back shortly. Oh, I'm on my feet. Okay. Okay. I'm back. There we go. There you go. The algo boosting. We're all about that. No, I appreciate the people who stop in for 5 minutes and hit like, and then, they got to take off again. It's like, okay, you did your part. I appreciate it. Ah, come on. They pop in and tell you you're wrong about Life and Dip. Some of them, yeah, for sure. I don't know. I think the people who want to tell me I'm wrong about Liefeld don't want to stop in for the live streams, because then they might have to like actually defend themselves a little bit on that. That wouldn't be pleasant, I don't think. Not in what is kind of an anti-Liefeld room. Probably not as vociferous as some anti-Liefeld rooms could get, but still. Oh, there is that too. There's the AI. But we all knew about the AI, so that's okay. I love the people when we first started doing that joke, and the people who are like, "Oh, you're AI," and it's like, "Yes, didn't you know?" I put the disclaimers up and everything. Man, he hates that shit, eh? When you call him AI. Oh, I do too, but I don't get it nearly as often as I don't think. Just because anybody who might be thinking for a moment that I'm AI, then they hear me stutter, they go, oh, maybe not. Okay, never mind. Shit. We're hitting all the Transformers the movie classics here tonight. That would be a good title for an. Like, how did that not get taken already? It's crazy. Unless it did, and I just don't know, because he does seem like a guy who's into just like eclectic shit. Who names his stuff after weird, obscure stuff. So that's possible. I love how every single line in this song is a cliche. It's so good. He's never gonna show it. Maybe if you're a patron for him. I don't know what's on his Patreon. I know he does have one, but Man, I had one guy who said my script for the beginning of Weapon X, the intro there, was AI. And that's like the only time I've been offended by a comment, I think. So I called him a dumbass and told him to stop being so goddamn paranoid. Maybe a little harsh. All right, Raven. Thanks for stopping in, man. Good to see you as always. I think I have heard the 2007 remake. I didn't like it as much. Well, I mean, just I assume that's somebody assuming that this is one of my, like that. This is my shtick. Is that I do AI scripted. He didn't accuse me of using an AI bot to read it, just script it. And if that's the first thing he's seen of mine, then he might think that that's, and if you're the kind of person who assumes everything is AI, those people are definitely out there. And I can see it, but it's like, no, I read it badly. Well, the intro is for that one. That's one of the first ones where I did. I think it might be the first one where I put just visual elements because it was a really long stretch of just me talking without actually addressing the comic, right? And that wasn't new, but me actually giving you something else to look at while I just kind of drone on for a bit. That was new. So if he didn't get to the part where I was flipping through the comic, then he might, I can kind of see it. Not sure why I'm defending the guy, but if I see it, I got it. I think it is. I think it's helping with retention a bit. Because that's the thing. Before I did that, it was the videos were exactly the same, where I would talk for the first 5 to 7 minutes or whatever it was. Only it would just be the cover of the comic sitting there the whole time, and people get bored before you get to the actual comic a lot of the time. I don't blame him for that, So it's like, okay, well, let's at least give him something different to look at in the meantime. That's the thing, because like the channel has changed a fair bit, and like particularly in the last like 6 months. But I'm just trying not to change the content is the thing. The presentation, like the thumbnail, the titles, all that. Just, what gets shown during the intro, yeah, that's all been changing, but I figure so long as the recording, that initial recording doesn't change, then the channels, people are still getting what they come here for. Hopefully. Whatever that is. Maybe it's just they come to see if I'm going to fuck up which one's voodoo and which one's void again. If so, they'll definitely get what they're looking for. No one's ever called me out on the voodoo void thing, I think, except for oh fuck. Hang on. Lee, there we go. Fuck, man, it's been so long I forgot his name for a second. I haven't seen him in a long time. But I mean, that was after I called myself out. Can Sporticus take Dr. Doom? I'm not sure what Sporticus is. Okay, then. That's why I'm not familiar with Lazy Town. Preschool Shogun, yeah, real dude is in his 60s, is actually more athletic than real Olympic medalists. All right. Good for him. Good shit. And I think we'll link up the rest with some whiteout wires. Let's put a couple more shapes in this. Like these are panels or something, right? Yeah, sure. Okay, where's the one that works? Not that one. And this one is gray? Probably. Yeah, just a little bit here and there. Let's outline that a little bit. There. That is a bit of a mess. All right, I guess we could just start on this part down here anyway. So we'll have Popo sitting just nicely in one of the chairs here. I guess we got to give him like a bit of a booth shelf, right? I figure he'll have put the captain's head up on the, like, just kind of mounted it on the dash here somewhere. And the other guy is still dead in the chair beside him. maybe looking down at the sword. He's just kind of polishing the sword after the fact now. So yeah, the deal is Popo worked himself. Like, I mean, he's been working himself up into a murderous rage for the last like 4 issues. Now he finally got his revenge on the captain, and while he was doing that, the ship was doing some reciting. I haven't finished the upper panel yet? What are you talking about? Don't tell me I haven't finished it yet. That shit looks pretty done to me. But just before Popo struck, they were the captain and the corporal, who were the only 2 clerics left, were talking about how there's going to be a long flight to their destination because they had to escape from the ship. So the corporal is like, okay, well, I'm just going to brush up on my English in the meantime. If that's okay. He's like, all right. So he engages the computer for that. The computer starts like cycling through words. So when we get to this point where Popo has just beheaded the captain and he looks at the dash, which is now talking and reciting shit, he's about to take out the dash in the plane that he's on, which, you know, would be kind of funny in itself, but it doesn't get him to where he needs to go. So right at that point is when the next word that the computer is going over is like vengeance or something like that. And, you know, naturally he pauses. It's like, would you like to hear some antonyms for vengeance, or, you know, some synonyms, that sort of thing. And he's like, no, proceed, yeah. How do I do this? And hey, Shadu, how's it going? Well, it depends. If you were saying it looked like Berserk, I'll certainly take that. Thank you. If you were asking me to draw Berserk, can't do that. Too busy drawing this. Either way's fine, though. Well, that's the thing. It doesn't even matter. Like, he knows all the words for vengeance. The reason I know he knows all the words for vengeance is because anytime he has to talk about vengeance, I have to break out of the source so that he can keep going, and it doesn't get too repetitive. But it's, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, like if you get onto a subject that you're really, you know, into, it's just like, even if this is stuff that we've talked about before, I don't mind going over it all again. So, you know, no, proceed. Let me hear it. Let me hear your take on vengeance, by all means. Computer. And yeah, hey, no, I'm not drawing Berserk. What's a drawn mess? Toxic Avenger. Are we talking about the Rodney Ramos? That is a messy looking book. Oh yeah, for sure. I remember buying that one off the rack. And I'm not drawn Berserk because it's well, I don't break from drawing the comic unless somebody commissions me for something. That's the usual routine, unless it's like something intriguing. Then I might give it a shot, particularly if I can find a way to adapt it to my comic somehow. Sounds good, bud. Feel free to hang out regardless, but. And, you know, encouraging more interaction is never a bad thing, Robo. So long as we're not getting on somebody, you know? Like, I don't want to turn into one of those where somebody says, you know, the wrong thing and then we all kind of jump on them. As long as we don't do that, I think it's fine. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm a fan of disagreements. Agreeing is all well and good. And it's certainly a lot easier a lot of the time. But disagreements are usually where the fun is in a conversation. You can tell when it's Matsuda and what's Plaid. Everyone's like, what? Yeah. Who can't remember when it's, or can't tell when it's Matsuda versus Plaid. Is that the joke? Oh, there we go. Yeah. There are some people who were Matsuda fans. And I feel like I'm missing something sometimes when I say that Jeff Matsuda's stuff was very empty because he went so fucking fast. But, you know, I do have an actual, you know, like that was my initial guess, was that he was going so fast. Because, like, you know, the first stuff we saw from Jeff Matsuda was Brigade Number 0, the cover for which looked pretty good, actually. And then it felt like we were getting less and less lines every time we saw Matsuda. And then that kind of, ended with Peter Palmiotti was saying how he had inked Jeff Matsuda pages, and he did not have a whole lot to work with at all. Like, he was having to make up a whole lot of that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I figured. Okay. Good to know. And I mean, yeah, that's the thing, like, you know, I feel like everybody at Extreme Studios learned that lesson. Get the bag. You know, like who were they learning from, right? And that seems to be the case. And he flourished in animation. A lot of the extreme guys went on to have pretty good careers outside of comics. Dan Fraga is one of them. Stephen Platt's one of them, for Christ's sake. Going into screen. Oh, what are they called? You know what I'm talking about. Storyboards. There we go. Chappie Ape went to Blizzard. Yep. And it's funny, like all the guys who were, it feels like, closest to Rob, eventually, you know, they were the ones who were treated well. They were given the star treatment, and then they eventually decided, okay, I got to find something else to do because this isn't going to pay off long term. And they all ended up jumping ship eventually. Meanwhile, the guys who stuck around tended to be the guys that Rob didn't think much about, probably because they didn't kiss his ass enough. Or, you know, they weren't making him money hand over fist. One of the two, right? A bit of both, yeah. But yeah, no, it seems like if you weren't one of the superstars or one of the guys who sucked up to Rob constantly, then you were not doing a good enough job. That's what it sounds like anyway. Yeah, that's the Liefeld attitude. I mean, it does at least mean that he's been consistent over the years because that's how he treats his fans these days. If you're not sucking up to him constantly, then sooner or later you're probably getting blocked. Now, what kind of lighting should we have here? Somebody typed Lego Absolute Batman. His live stream got blocked. Oh, that's funny shit. Like, he is getting to the point now where he's just going to get trolled, right? How it doesn't happen more often than it does is kind of shocking, really. I feel like we are getting a few more like stories more often about Liefeld blocking somebody, though. so many creators are like that these days. Really? Okay. I don't hear about it with too many people aside from Liefeld, to be honest. But then again, my ears perk up when I hear Liefeld. So it's something comes up and it's like, Liefeld, what? It's like, oh, he blocked somebody again. Okay. Yeah, no, by all means, let's hear the Great Troll move. I wouldn't mind hearing it. Oh man, like half of the Transformers the movie album and Poison. And Tim Curry's greatest hits. What a night, eh? I assume MEP was talking about trolling Liefeld. We could all be off. Malaby's going to send about hiatus. Kirkman should have Liefeld draw an issue, but when Ryan Otley returns, have Otley draw the end and where it shows a toddler. Okay. Is there a rest of that, or is you're just still typing? This does seem very elaborate. There you go. Absolute Battle Beast. Oh, man, he'll love that. We should just all be going on Liefeld streams now and saying absolute something cover. And then waiting to get blocked. Mass absolute cover victory. Yep. Who's in? It's on Whatnot. He does his streams, right? This feels like bordering on the verge of like being a harassment campaign. At the same time, I really want to see him get frustrated. So I don't know. I don't know if it's okay. And plus, if it's like 3 people, maybe campaign is too strong a word for it. But three people in one stream, I think, would drive him up the wall. Oh, and you got to end everything with dude. Whenever you're leaving a message for him. Because he don't like that either. Except when he's in a good mood. And then he uses it constantly, I think. I certainly get that impression anyway. Oh, there we go. Creating a Battle Beast adventure comic, then oddly draws a toddler, closing his work of art, giving it to Battle Beast for approval. But Battle Beast scowls and kid says, "How dare you?" I don't think Kirkman would do that these days. This is not. He was the guy who did Battle Pope, right? Like way back when. I don't think he's that guy anymore. I think that the new guy is much more guarded against litigation or, getting a bad reputation in the industry. Not that I think Liefeld would sue him for that or anything, but if he starts looking like a petty little bitch, I don't think he's gonna go. That's the kind of thing he's gonna go for. It would be funny though. Was Liefeld even part of Image when Kirkman got brought in? I guess not, right? Because that was more of a 2000s thing. So that's interesting, because that would mean that he doesn't have any kind of. By all means, no, MEP, please do, and let me know how that goes. I would love to find out. But there's the thing where I was thinking, and plus Kirkman's not gonna, he's not gonna ruffle feathers with the Image creators, like when they're the ones who decided to include him in the partnership, right? Make him another founder or whatever. And I was like, oh wait, Liefeld isn't one of those. Liefeld was not at Image when Kirkman was there, when he was inducted. I appreciate it, Brent. Yeah, I know. I think it's about time to shut it down. I don't know if I have much more in me tonight. And like I said, I got to do editing and recording tonight. So I think we'll have to call this done for today. Plus, I can also use some food, apparently. So, where are we doing? Oh, not bad. Still got a few people hanging around. All right, so I'm going to call it. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Very much appreciate it. There we go. All right. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. Video coming out tomorrow, of course, and then the 8,000 subscriber milestone on Saturday. So, yeah, tune into them shits. And then I'll see you on Sunday. All right, have a good one, guys. You can close now. Okay, bye.